To you, my son, 18 years ago, you were gifted to me by God. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I was certain I was in for a ride. And man, what a ride it's been. It hasn't all gone the way I'd hoped, but look at how far you've come. You've had so many hurdles, and none of them have stopped you. Instead, you've always grown stronger. Your first hurdle was when our home life was turned upside down, and we were blessed to be closer to your Grammy and Grampy. Easily you were attached, and the bond created was so great. You also started a new school and met new friends. By third grade, you met your second hurdle. We learned that learning for you came just a little different. We worked with the school, and we worked with your teachers, and you always did what it took to complete your tasks. You also discovered your love for baseball, which has been and continues to be your biggest drive. Middle school was a bigger adjustment as you transitioned from boy to young man, but thankfully your Gramps was always there to help. And then there was high school. It was August 16th, 2016 that shifted everything when your Grampy was called home to heaven. In one of your biggest transitions, your superhero could no longer physically be in our presence to share your special, personal moments. But nevertheless, I know he's watching, always watching. Freshman year came and went. You made the JV baseball team and passed all your classes. Sophomore year, you were 15 years old and had you standing in your first quince with your closest friends. Your first broken finger, which ended up being your biggest motivator for the spring season. You kept your spot on the JV team and even finishing your season on varsity. And then it was your junior year, and boy, were we in for it. You started with so much ambition, with one goal in sight. You were so ready to find your starting season on varsity and kept working out and training to show what you had on that field. Spring season came and you found your varsity spot, only for it to be short-lived. What we hoped was just a bad bruise turned out to be a broken hand you suffered during a game and still tried to hang in to try to help your team. It was 4 weeks in a cast that went by, and no sooner did we see healing in one hand, you had an injury to the other. You had a pretty impressive hand injury in woodshop, but thank God you still have your hands. 2 to 3 more weeks of a hand brace on one side and wound dressings on the other resulted in being able to play one last game of the season. But as luck would have it, the game would end just before you were able to play. Junior year became a bust, and it was now preparing for senior year. This was to be your biggest year, your comeback year to show what you've been working so hard for, and just as you were revving up, a single microorganism changed it all. No longer able to celebrate your first 12 years of schooling and a season cut so short. This, my son, is my reflection of all you've overcome in your last 12 years in a nutshell. And despite all of these hurdles, you have come through it all, a stronger, braver young man, and I couldn't be more proud of you. We have so many that have helped along the way, from friends, family, teachers, and coaches. You've fought hard to be where you're at, and I pray that you continue with the same drive to keep reaching for all your dreams. This may feel like a hard ending to a big chapter, but it's only the very beginning to the story of a lifetime. The world is at your feet and will be everything you make it to be. There is nothing in this world that I wouldn't give to see your success continue, and I pray that God continues to shower you with blessings. Always remember that we are all in the stands cheering for you, whether in your educational journey, in life, or at the ball field. Remember, you are a warrior with your shield of armor. You are a ball player, and this is your greatest at-bat so far. And you are my son, who first made me a mom. Congratulations, Dad. We love you so much. Chingos and chingos. Love, Mom.